It's the nighttime talk show
Telethon for the truly desperate.
with Ted Funneman. Now please place your cocktails down and put your hands together, because here comes Ted.
Thank you. You know, folks, sometimes in show business you get a chance to give back, and that's what tonight's all about. Keeping that in mind, I'd like you all to watch this.
Pat Hoppler and David Jaguar first came to Blandville 8 months ago, hoping to pitch their book, Get to Know Your Pets, on the original nighttime talk show with Ted Funneman. Due to unfortunate vehicular circumstances, they were unable to leave town. After the first month, their funds exhausted, they were forced to work odd jobs, like David at the Burger Barn, and Pat, for a very brief time, as a receptionist for Hank's Automotive. Now, with nothing else to do, they simply hang around the airport, annoyingly searching for places to sleep, always lounging here or there, forever in the way, and that oaf with the big feet snoring all the time. God forbid you ask them to.
Sarah!
Won't you please help us give them a helping hand? Search your pockets, your piggy banks, your couch cushions, because for a mere $6.99, plus any applicable taxes and/or fees, you can buy a copy of Get to Know Your Pets and help send these two on a safe journey home.
So let's get them back out of here. What do you say? Folks, we'll have Herschel and some mystery celebrities answering calls for your book orders in the sound booth backstage. And if you take a look over here at our brand new tote board, you'll be able to see how many books you wonderful people will hopefully buy tonight. Our goal is 1,000. As you can see right now on the board, we have the number 1. That's because our bartender, Gil, bought the book a couple of weeks ago, and he just can't stop talking about it. Isn't that right, Gil?
Well, yes,
Well, that's terrific. People, before we meet our first exciting guest, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge a group of guys that have my back, just like I'm asking you to have the backs of the two poor saps we're honoring tonight. I feel lucky enough to have the best band in all the land, so we're going to start the show with an original tune. Please put your hands together for Mike and the Groove Machine.
What do you mean, land the plane? Runway? We're selling books here, Sonny. How many you want?
All right, everything is going by without a hitch so far. Good.
Yeah, how about that? Jimmy Jumbo couldn't make it, so in the last minute we had to go with his ex-wife, Julie. It's okay. She's a highly respected and well-documented zoologist in her own right.
Well, does that make her an animal expert?
Yeah, why wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know. I thought they were all men. You know, like bus drivers and doctors.
You really need to read a book, Ted.
Is this really happening?
I'm afraid so. I'm just not sure what this is. Excuse me, Gil. What exactly is going on here?
we're going to sell your book so we can send you home. It was all Ted's idea. We're going to have amazing acts and good people to call in. It's going to be great. By the way, I never realized you two were you too. I'm a big fan. I'm really enjoying your ebook.
Aren't you sweet?
How about another hand for my band? About my my first guest. You know, she didn't hesitate when we called her in the last minute simply because she wanted to help. Remember, people, we need you tonight. I ask you to please not forget about Pete and Darla over there. She's a zoologist who specializes in the discovery of new kinds of wildlife on loan from the Blandville Zoo. Please join me in welcoming Julie Jumbo.
Thank you. What a joy it is to be here tonight. Thank you.
So, Julie, I have to admit I was expecting Jimmy Jumbo, famed animal whisperer, but I'm extremely excited to have you with us instead. I hear he's somewhere in the Arctic. I hope everything worked out for the best.
Oh, sure. We just differed on too many things. Take the classification of animals. He's always been a die-hard Linnaean man, while I agree with most of my colleagues that the system is limited and doesn't allow room for species such as my little friend here. What do you think, Ted?
What's in the bag, Julie?
What we have here is a recent discovery from the deepest parts of the Amazon rainforest. I'm sure your viewers have never seen anything like this. It's a Peruvian skink.
A skink?
Yes, that's right.
Well, why isn't it moving?
She's asleep.
She is she? All right, I'll play along. So, Julie, tell me some interesting facts about the Peruvian skink.
Well, we're still in the process of learning about this magnificent creature. A lot of what we know is based on theory, but one thing we're sure of is its method of colonization. They're very similar to the African honeybee, only there are several queens, as well as the males, who still outnumber them. The female of the species tends to make the big decisions, while the dim-witted male plays a much more subservient role.
Really?
One thing unique to the skink, so to speak, is its willingness to crossbreed with other animals. Queen skinks have been known to breed with certain species of frog, bird. In fact, when we came upon this one, she was getting it on with a three-toed sloth.
Okay, that's about enough.
I beg your pardon.
Look, you come out here, and at first I was skeptical about the whole female zoologist thing, and you know, you're smart and very pretty. But I'm not going to continue this charade any longer.
What are you talking about, Ted?
It's just an old circus wig. That's all this thing is. There's no such thing as a skink.
Actually, sweetie, there is. She's very real, and you want to be extremely careful not to wake her suddenly.
Really? So I shouldn't try to put it on my head. Like this.
Okay, I do believe she's coming out of her nap now. I'm going to ask you not to make any sudden noises.
No sudden noises? How about this? Look at me, I'm Teddy the Clown. What the? Get it off! Get it off!
Well, now try to remain calm. This probably isn't a good time to tell you. We believe she's in heat.
Just get it off me!
Okay. Inhale, exhale. I don't understand it. The three-toed sloth really seem to be enjoying it by now.
What's it doing? I can't see. Just get it off me!
Oh boy, this is not good.
What do you mean, not good?
Well, also probably not the right time to tell you. The queen skink tends to smother its mate after procreation. Yes, sweetie, you need to pull her off you as quickly as possible. Just breathe in and out. That's it. Now, where did our little friend... There she is! Who's been a naughty little lady? That's right. Oh, what did I tell you about smoking cigarettes, Missy? Someone's going right to bed without a second dessert. Let me just take you to my assistant backstage. How you feeling, champ?
Cheap. I feel cheap.
Hey, Ted. It looks like we've got a brand new total for the board.
Oh my! Well, here we go, people! Rocco, can I hear a timpani? What happened?
It's on a 2 now. You sold 1 book, sweetie. Ted? Hey everybody, how about another song from the world's greatest house band, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again from Mike and the Groove Machine.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Let's take you backstage and get you cleaned up, okay?
One book?
I know. I'm going to need to get those eggs in an incubator just as soon as possible.
Don't you find all of this a little embarrassing?
Hey, you want to go home or what?
You're right. Look needy.
What's wrong, Ted?
Just explain it to me, Herschel. I mean, what do you have to do to sell books in this town?
This town makes you work for it. It always has. It won't give you anything for free, that's for sure. It's the kind of town where your best just might not cut it. Where if you want something badly enough, you're going to have to give it your all. Your blood, your sweat, and your tears, or you might just as well pack it up and head home.
I was molested by a Peruvian skeek.
Yeah, I thought that would have done it. Maybe this next thing.